An important crime scene investigation is underway, and we'd like to invite you to be part of it. So what's the crime? A critical work and life skill has been in danger of dying off, and it will impact our ability to survive in the future. As a work skill, there's no doubt that creative thinking is a top priority. A recent IBM poll of 1,500 CEOs worldwide has identified creative thinking as the #1 leadership competency of the future. The Boston Consulting Group found that for 7 of the last 8 years, creativity and innovation have been at the top ranked of all strategic imperatives. And an Adobe survey has found 8 in 10 people believe that creativity is critical to unlocking economic growth.
Creative thinking has not only been essential throughout history as a survival mechanism, it's also been important for improving the quality of life. Research shows that creative thinkers are more optimistic, more confident, more flexible, able to cope with stress better, and healthier. Creative students tend to achieve more highly, are more engaged in what they do, and have higher self-esteem. Paul Torrance, the father of creativity, found that the link to lifetime achievement is nearly 3 times stronger for childhood creativity than it is for childhood IQ. And yet creative thinking seems to be dying off at an alarming rate. While 98% of children score as geniuses in divergent thinking tests, only 2% of adults reach this score. Up until 1990, CQ, or creative intelligence, and IQ were rising at the same rate. Since then, CQ rates are falling, while IQ continues to rise. The good news is that creativity can be developed. 40% of our creativity comes from genetics, while 60% comes from our environment. That comes from more enriched and playful environments that encourage us to expand our thinking. Animals raised with more chances to play and explore have higher levels of a brain chemical essential for learning. They have increased brain weight and more branches of larger and more connected trained neurons. The same happens with us humans. The brain is plastic enough to be able to adapt and take on new thinking. We can rewire the brain and form new connections at any time.
So what kills creativity and how can we get it back? What is impacting our ability to think creatively today? We've been studying this trend from both neuroscientific and sociological perspectives, and we found a few top suspects. But let's stay creative in our approach. Was it excess stress in the executive office with a weapon of crushing coercion? Or was it bureaucracy in the accountant's office with noxious negativity? Only once these potential suspects can be identified and dealt with can creative thinking and innovation truly flourish. Join the fascinating crime scene investigation into the demise of this critical work-life skill and discover practical strategies and tools for developing creative thinking in yourself, your team, and your organisation.